Hi, my name is Lars, and today I'm here to represent myself for the position of copywriter at your agency, SMFB Ad Agency. I know that you are a leading agency in Norway, and for good reason. I know that you have achieved multiple awards for your creative advertisements and commercials, and I have followed your agency and your advertisements for years since I started studying advertising, and I just think that you are a really cool agency that I would love to be a part of and work at. And I know that you have done uh, very cool and creative commercials and advertisement campaigns for huge brands such as Freia milk chocolate and Diesel and IKEA. I know that your advertisements are really creative, innovative, fun, and they are always a great design. Especially your way of writing really appeals to me because it's the same way that I like to write for advertising myself. And I could really see myself writing the text that I've seen on your campaigns and your print ads. I know that you're also looking for a really creative and talented copywriter, and I'm here to tell you that I feel that I am the person for that job. As a person, I'm really creative and I always come up with good ideas to put into commercials and advertising campaigns. I love to write for advertising. I put a lot of effort and work into it to always make it creative, on point, and always have a little extra catch to it. I also work very well in teams, which is crucial in this line of work. If my friends would say something about me, they would most likely say that I'm very creative, I am fun, and I am a little crazy, but in a good way. Uh, During my years on college, I have gained a lot of experience of how it is to work at a real agency because they always put us in these teams working with real campaigns, and they made us have real positions like being a team leader, being the copywriter, being the designer. So I know a lot about the different aspects in how it is to really set up a campaign and work at a real agency. It also taught me to work really well under pressure and with deadlines, and I love working with other creative people and making something great out of a team. Some highlights from my portfolio. Also have some good presentation experience because especially during my years at college in Norway, where I studied advertising, they they always gave us huge projects to work with, which was making advertising and real advertising campaigns for real clients. I have worked with, um, for example, uh, Vitamin Well, the vitamin water, and we always work with making a real and creative campaign that could be set into reality. And sometimes they would even use our ideas to work on their own and give us a little credit for it at least. But for us, it was just fun to be able to work with them. I also had some leadership experience from working 4 years at a coffee shop. I was the first one to be hired, and I built it up from scratch with my boss. And I was a manager there. I was responsible for the entire team, so I know how it is to work with a lot of different people. I also know a lot about customer service, and I know good coffee, which can come in handy when you have long days at the office and you need some coffee. I can write very well for all types of platforms. I can write for traditional media and I can write for digital media, and I love everything. I just love writing, and I know the value of every single word has to have a meaning. You can't just write to write. Everything has to match and everything has to fit perfect for what you're actually trying to sell. As I mentioned, I have studied advertising both in Norway and here in the wide states. So I know about the different advertising cultures and I know how they differ. But personally, I like the way that Norway creates advertisements and commercials because you actually don't want to mute your TV when you're watching them because some of them are really good, and you can see that the advertising agencies have actually tried to make something entertaining but that can both sell. I've also gained some insight in the different aspects of making ad campaigns, but I enjoy writing the most. As I mentioned, I have worked with both the design and I worked with the strategy. But mostly I worked with the writing, and I have really worked hard in building up my writing abilities. Uh, and also, like mentioned, I am very social and easy to work with, and I like to motivate others, and I am a real team player. So, to conclude, I am very creative, and I think I am a very good copywriter. I have relevant education and experience. I contribute to a great environment with my social skills, and most important, I have a real passion for advertising, and I love copywriting, and I really like your agency's ways of making commercials and advertisements, and I would just love to be a part of your team and keep working on what you do so good already. So I really do appreciate your time hearing me out and letting me present myself. So I am open to any questions.